Thank you, Bill Clinton. Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Deep Space Nine Wednesday for August 5th, 2020. And a big thank you to Bill Clinton, who donated $1 during the opening and says, "Hello, my old friend, I need help. The media is, of course, ignoring the horrible stuff I did, but Hillary is mad. I know you are good at educating women. Can you help?" Bill, just leave, get a plane, go to an island, not that island, go to some other island, like a respectable island, like a Hawaiian island, or Barbados was just hit by a tropical storm. There's some island you could probably go to, maybe the Maldives. Go to the Maldives. Spend a couple of months and then come back. Once Hillary is vice president, everything will be okay. I'm sure she'll have bigger things to worry about than what island you allegedly went to with allegedly younger women. Welcome, everybody. Thomas Potts was first from what I can see and says, remember, tomorrow you watch 20 SpongeBob episodes. I don't think so. 54.5 Axis Radio Qapla says, we love these mirror episodes. Yes, today is the second of several Deep Space Nine mirror episodes, Through the Looking Glass, Season 3, Episode 19. Originally aired April 17th, 1995. Thomas is sad, but I said no SpongeBob. 47 Yorktown says, Thomas Potts, stay strong, Thomas. One day, Bird may learn from the greatness of SpongeBob. I wouldn't count on it. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello in Qapla. Hello in Qapla. And says, Thomas, you can watch SpongeBob for everyone, so the rest of us don't have to suffer through it. And then watch Lower Decks as well. Well, I will be watching Lower Decks. I'm going to try to wake up at 2 a.m. tonight and hope it comes on. Otherwise, I'll check out who's streaming at 2 a.m. and say hello. Not Ryan Johnson says to Richie Poole, Bird hates you, confirmed. Why would you say that? Oh, Richie Poole says, what kind of treachery is this? Once again, Bird of Prey is going live while I'm at work. I'm sorry, Richie. Mamo Prey says, just quit the job. Richie Poole says, I know. I don't hate you, Richie Poole. Not Ryan Judge says, Bird is evil, confirmed. Richie Poole says, yes, he most certainly is. Wow. But in spite of his evil ways, I still like him. Maybe that is due to his boyish charm. Ah, I guess. Thank you. Not Ryan Johnson says, or he found a way to hypnotize you through the internet. Can't speak of the Kurogan hypnotizing program. Richie Poole says, well, back to work for me. Have loads of fun without me. Oh, Richie, it won't be the same without you. You might not even ever hear this. Carlos says, hiya, how is everyone? As well as can be. I hope, yes, Qapla. Right. And Joseph Patrick donated £2. €2 through Super Chat and got kissing Dax. Says, greetings from the future. Do not forget to hum. I will do my best not to forget to hum. By the way, if anybody sees the Coca-Cola shirt, it is the official Jedi Bill Coca-Cola shirt, for those who remember from last week. I had to get on Amazon and get me one. V-Star says, Qapla, bird of prey. That's nobody. Oh, maybe it'll be fun. Hello? Hello? Nah. Son of a bitch. Once in a while, we'll still get a human caller. We can have some fun. V-Star says, Qapla, V-Star. And hello to everyone. Not Ryan Johnson says hello to V-Star. But saying hello back, and to Thomas. Not Ryan Johnson wishes Richie Poole good luck at work. Thomas Potts says hello to V-Star. I said very soon, but then it was another 5 or 6 minutes. Not Ryan Johnson says lies. Yes, I'm sorry. Joseph puts in the TM for my trademark. Although I said very soon, not just soon. Fluggerville says, hello, fellow bird watchers. I like that. Not Ryan Johnson says hello to Fluggerville. Everybody else saying hello to Fluggerville. Carlo Albany says, Birdo Prey 5, Birdo Prey 5, Birdo Prey 5. I wonder if it works on his stream too. Because yes, in the morning streams, if you call my name 3 times, I suddenly appear. It happens. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know the physics behind it, but it seems to work. Pflugerville says, Qapla, and not Ryan Johnson and V-Star. Carlos says, it is said if you say his name 3 times, he'll appear in 3 minutes. Well, I think it worked then. Captain Track says, not first. Sean H. Corey, Qapla, Sean. Says Jolan True. Okay. Well, we're more Klingonish around here, but a little Romulan is okay here and there. Jolan True, Sean. Captain Trek is asking V-Star how she is. Captain Trek says hello, Qapla. Captain Trek. Let's see. People are saying hello. Hail Kuroga, Carlo. Indeed, hail Kuroga. Sporking News Podcast. Qapla says, hail good people of the chat. Qapla, Sporking News Podcast. Not Sporking Nude Podcast. That's a whole other podcast. Thomas Potts says, how much is Coke paying you? Nothing. I'm doing it for free. Actually, they're going to have to pay me to stop wearing it. Captain Track says hello to 54.5 Axis Radio, which is always playing the hit speeches of the Axis powers. Carlos says it's still a red shirt if it's got Coca-Cola on it. No, in fact, as I told Mamo Prey, it's actually, to me, it looked pink. It looked like a pinkish shirt. Now, on camera, I'll admit, it looks red. But in real life, it looks a little on the pink side. Mamo Prey is swearing it's red. Captain Track says, depends on what variety of Coke Thomas means. And Carlo says, how can I see Lower Decks in the UK? Carlo, just watch my review. It'll be so precise that presumably you won't have to watch Lower Decks. Otherwise, legally, you probably can't, unless you want to get a VPN and an address in the United States. And yeah, they're not making it easy. They're not making it easy for you. Continuum Track, Qapla, Continuum Track says, how are you? I'm okay. Continuum track. I had a little bout with some kidney stones, and I'm so far so good today, knocking wood. Hopefully it was just small and it'll be over with, but I'm a little concerned. Labos Chuddy says bonjour. Bonjour, Lubus, bonjour. I don't speak French, so I can't even try. Captain Trek says hello to Continuum, and Continuum says, uh-oh. Yosef got the Jadzia super chat via YouTube, which is much harder than via a Streamlabs donation, but very cool. Very cool. Captain Track says, Bird of Prey, I hate Captain Track and always will. See if he reads it right. Captain Track says, Bird of Prey 5, I hate at Captain Track and always will. See if he reads it right. Yosef says, jackpot. Yes, you got the jackpot, Yosef. Pluggerville says, Colagate. It's not Colagate. Carlos says, wow, the dyslexia is strong with me today. Thomas says, Bird of Prey, wait, you are wearing the same shirt as Jedi Build. They're not the exact same shirt, but the same type of shirt. He had the Coca-Cola shirt on, not his shirt. No, this was freshly ordered from Amazon. Mamo Prey cleaned it, and now I'm washed it, and now I'm wearing it. Continuum Track, is it me or does the live stream keep crashing? Yet today's live stream, even on Anti-Trekker's channel, earlier, YouTube is having problems streaming. I had to keep refreshing the stream to get, at one point I had to close my browser and restart the browser to get the picture back. It's not something I'm doing. It wasn't something he's doing. It's something YouTube is doing. I don't know. You could try maybe lowering the resolution if you're on 1080p. Maybe try lowering it to 720 or 480 if you want. But you know, that's up to you. There might not be anything you can really do about it. I'm sorry though. Just hit refresh. You should be okay. Josh Reed says, no, it is if you say Bird of Prey 5 times on a DS9 stream in a dark room in front of your computer, Sassy will show up at your front door, Mamo Prey, and her home-cooked meal. That's another popular myth. Continuum Track says, haha, you damn well know it ain't pink. It looked pink. It looked pink to me. Carlos says the stream is fine for him. Sparking News Podcast says, sorry, Bird of Prey, got to go. Oh, I'm sorry, Sparking News Podcast. Sparking News. Sorry, I keep making a mistake. I'm sorry, I got to run, but take care. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, I expect you to have a video up by the time I get home from work. You have 10 hours from now. Well, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do 10 hours from now. Joseph says, according to Twitter, Ellie has the beer bug. Yes, from what I've heard, Ellie, the Orville family, has COVID. I wished her, well on Twitter. And if you follow her on Twitter, you should probably go ahead and wish her the best. She was supposed to have a stream on Monday. It got canceled. Then it was supposed to happen yesterday. It never happened. I didn't know why it was getting canceled, but now it makes sense. I assume she was just sick. So, you know, she's on the younger side of the YouTube, of us YouTubers. So I think she'll hopefully be okay, since youth is one of the best, factors for fighting the bug. So we hope it's just a minor inconvenience. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get a video up within 10 hours from now. Carlos says, you stole Jedi Bill's shirt. Wow, just wow. Joseph says, streams are okay for me here in Europe. Thomas says, breaking news, Bird closed the browser. More tonight at 11. I did close it, and then it said, do you want to restore pages? And thankfully it did, and restored like my 40 open tabs. Not Ryan Johnson says, nothing like having to refresh a stream due to error. Damn YouTube. Darth Maul says, Bird of Prey, Qapla, Darth Maul, by the way. I'm parked with this commercial area whose curved roads end in cul-de-sac. The woman comes and asks me in all seriousness, how do I get out of this and back to the main road? Is she a bit off? Probably. Maybe she was trying to, to hit on you. Like maybe you could follow me out of here, or you could, drive her out yourself. Thomas Potts is bird of prey. I don't see it saying she has it. All I see is she said construction in her apartment building. PJ from Orville Nation tweeted that she had it. And I tweeted her, and she tweeted back like a thank you or something after saying, hope you feel well soon. So it was Orville Nation from which I heard it from. And I mean, PJ is, I don't figure PJ is going to lie about something like that. I doubt PJ lies about anything. I highly doubt he's going to lie about something like that. And John Araki, Qapla John Araki with a $1 super chat. Thank you. I hope you got to see Kissing Dax a little earlier. Joseph Petrick got it. Otherwise, you missed it. Thomas's son of a bitch bird flashed and dropped to 360p. Oh, well. Darth Maul says, damn, YouTube is crapping on the live streams. Yeah. Oh, so maybe it was a combination of construction at the apartment and COVID. Either way, I'm very sorry to hear. I don't want anybody to get it because I don't want to get it. I wouldn't want anyone else to get it. So today we are watching season 3, episode 19, Through the Looking Glass. As always, if you have your own copy, go ahead and get it ready. DVD, Netflix, CBS All Access, Hulu, or Amazon Prime. It's on all those services. Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. If you don't have those and you want to watch, you have a computer that you can do 2 tabs at once or something, go to the screening room address, which is up there, birdofprey5.com/SR, lowercase, and that will take you to the screening room. And if you don't have any of that, and I forgot to set that up, but I'll only take a second. If you don't have any of that, then in the bottom right corner, you'll see the black square. That would be where you can go ahead and watch screenshots from the episode in place of watching the episode live. So at least you have some idea where we are in the episode. If you'd like me to say something that you typed out during the stream, please put @BirdofPrey5 and I'll do my best to read it out loud as we go through the episode. I will do my best to hum the episode opening. I know several of you enjoy that. As long as I don't have comments, I'll do my best to hum it. And we're going to get going in just another minute or two. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, please spread the word. Anti-Trigger admits that TOS is trash. And he puts in a YouTube link. Yes, I heard that, guys. Go ahead and follow that YouTube link. Give it a like. Anti-Trigger did admit it. I don't know. I don't agree with him. But maybe Anti-Trigger age is getting to him. Maybe the procedure that was cutting off the nerves in his back. Maybe they accidentally did something to his brain. I don't know. Maybe there was some, leakage or something, and he's changing his opinions on the TOS. He's becoming a Discovery fan. I don't know. I mean, he was already a Marvel Captain Marvel fan, so maybe he's going full speed into the woke agenda. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Take this with a grain of salt. These are rumors. But yeah, something is off with Anti-Tracker, and Rock Solid definitely has the link that proves it. Thomas says Carlo is the Google ghost. Arlo Albanese, is it the Google ghost? LDG says, hey, Bird will be lurking. Enjoyed the original universe episodes. LDG, funny you're here. I did not watch the full YouTube video here, but somebody sent me this, somebody unrelated to my YouTube channel. And I don't know, I got about 10 minutes into this video, and maybe you and him need to get together, because he is also apparently an incredible programmer and was able to program, I don't know, an operating system, a flight simulator, and some other stuff all into a 2 megabyte image. So maybe he already knows your compression algorithm, but he's funny as hell to listen to. So you might want to check that out. Not now, after the stream. Pluggerville is all queued up 9 seconds in. Well, to be honest, on this Pluggerville, I start at the beginning, but you can always wait till we get 9 seconds in to hit play. Carlos says, Thomas, it could be the ghost of Picard. Rockstar says, Bird of Prey often offers viewers all Hummers confirmed. No, I did not. Darth Maul says, these are YouTube Bud Day are making your stream more unwatchable than unusual. I guess you mean usual. Sorry to hear that, Darth Maul. Thomas is Bird of Prey. I said George. Okay, well, George is not here. George has moved on to the great beyond, Thomas. Lowell Google Ghost. Did you say George Ghost? I said Red Google Ghost. Well, whatever. Happy Dinosaur, 8,000 Qapla day to you. Qapla day to you, Happy Dinosaur. Carlos is Bird of Prey pushing people with his Jeep. Listen, it was a dream, and I knew they weren't going to get killed. They were just going to be injured. Flogerville says chomp chomp. Cinnabon Bunny says Bird of Prey. That link just brought me back here. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Let me see. Is this the link?
Let's be clear.
Yeah, I'm going to play the audio just so you hear what the beginning of this is.
I'm literally the smartest programmer that has ever lived, okay? You can download, watch this. Do you want to see why I'm the smartest programmer that ever lived? Let me show you how I can prove that I am the smartest programmer that ever lived.
There we go. So, and he proves it. I mean, he does, he shows us to us. So if you want to, maybe you can learn something. I would love to see him versus LDG in a code off. We see who wins. George donated $1. Thank you, George. Light my damn candle now. I'm always near you. In fact, I'm in your bed. I highly doubt that, George. Plus, if you were nearby, you would know Mama Prey does not like candles. So, even on birthday cakes, it's the rare exception. Will we have candles? Speaking of birthday cakes, Mama Prey, I forgot to tell you this. While talking to Sisko Prey realized she hasn't had a piece of birthday cake in months because of COVID. So she bought a both birthday cake. She bought a birthday cake because she wanted a piece of cake. No. Then it was a vanilla cake. And she said, well, what if she wants chocolate? So she also bought a chocolate cake. She's planning on throwing out a lot of cake, she said. She didn't even think of bringing it here. She can't carry the cake and Charlie. So, yeah, I guess the cake she's just going to take a few bites and toss out. But so she had her fill of birthday cake. Mama Prey was thinking she should order cake. Well, if you want, I'm just saying. Yeah, we don't want the sugar. But that's Sisko. She hasn't had birthday cake, so let's buy a birthday cake. Because they don't sell slices of birthday cake. Captain Trax is bird of prey. I wonder who has the bigger ego. Well, listen, it's not ego. If you can back up what you say, it's not ego. Joseph's bird of prey. I see a problem with YouTube. Audio and video are getting out of sync. Refresh. Joseph says, my wife baked a cake. That's how you do it. Well, it's not a birthday cake. Thomas's bird of prey. Did the mayor make your birthday cake illegal? No, not yet. Roxas says they sell slices of birthday cake at the grocery store. Not here. They don't. Why would they sell slices of birthday cake? It has to be a birthday cake. It can't be a slice of regular cake. That doesn't count. You can use a regular cake for a birthday, but you can't, very hard to get slices of actual birthday cake. But with that, let's go ahead and start to get started on the episode. So head over to the screening room, birdwillpray5.com/SR, or bring up your own copy of the video. I will count down. I have to shut off the computer audio so that you guys don't hear the episode. And we'll start in 1 minute. Darth Maul says, I'm going to have to catch the stream on replay, Bird of Prey. Every 30 seconds it cuts out. So peace and long life. I'm so sorry, Darth Maul. Qapla. Take care. Thomas says, let's start to get started. I know. I heard myself say it. Okay, we're counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. And it opens on the station. Odo found 27 voles. And Quark says vole infestation is not uncommon. And Odo says when he came in, Quark and Morn were painting numbers on the back of the vole's back. And Quark says we were just counting them. And Sisko says no, Quark was getting ready to stage a vole fight. And Quark says, a vole fight? Do you think that's what Morn was up to? And Sisko says, consider them confiscated. Quark said, you can't confiscate Morn's voles. They're his pets. And Sisko says, Morn should get goldfish. And Quark says, poor Morn. This is going to break his hearts. He says, hello to Lieutenant. And we got O'Brien. O'Brien's dressed funny. He says, sir, I need to talk to you. It's kind of private. And Odo and Quark just left to break the news to Morn. He pulls out a phaser, but it's not a Starfleet phaser. He's forcing Sisko onto the transporter pad. Even though there's like 8 people there, or maybe 4. Okay. Getting on the transporter pad. O'Brien's looking around. He uses this weird device. It says computer energize on my command. Energize. And they beam away to a raider looking ship. Like what? He says, where are we? And O'Brien says, we can say just step through the looking glass, which is the title of the episode, and cut to the credits. Thomas says it seems like not enough time for Odo to leave. I agree. Oh no, flashing video in Europe. Son of a bitch. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Joseph says I paid for singing. And positive Candor says hello and Qapla, Qapla. And now Sisko gets the phaser away from O'Brien. He says that was a pretty nice move. He says, doesn't change anything. You can't go home unless he reconfigures the transporter, and he's not going to do that. He says, I guess you have a lot of questions. Sisko's like, not as many as you think. So he says, you know where we are? He's like, yeah, if I had to guess, it's the parallel universe that two of my crew members got marooned in. He's like, you're correct, just like our Sisko. Saves me having to give a history lesson. But he's got to update him on current events. Since his officers left, they started a rebellion against the Klingon-Cardassian alliance. They're fighting for our lives. Sisko wishes him luck, but it doesn't have anything to do with him. Says, has everything to do. You were the leader of the Terran Rebellion. At least there Benjamin Sisko was. Captain Sisko's dead. Cardassians blew up his ship. So they want him to take his place. And he's like, well, quick. Sisko says, I got a better idea. We're going to walk back to the transporter, and I'm going to send you home. Send him home. Oh. O'Brien's like, I'm not asking for a lifetime commitment. And he's like, you're going to have to find someone else. I don't want to be here. And he's not going to interfere with events going on in the universe. He's like, at least let me tell you about the mission. And if you don't like it, at that point, I'll send you home. There's a Terran scientist working for the Alliance. Our sources tell us she's close to completing a new transspectral sensor grid that'll allow the Alliance to locate the bases in the Badlands. And the Alliance will be able to track them down and kill them all. So he wants Sisko to change the mind of this scientist. He said, how did he plan to do it? It was his wife. And here's the picture. It's Jennifer. 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 His wife. We were married. In my universe, she's dead. Brian says, here she isn't. Not yet, anyway. What do you mean, not yet? Unless Sisko can persuade her to join the rebellion, they're going to have to kill her. They can't let her finish the sensor array. So if they have to, they'll kill her. So now Sisko has a reason to save Jennifer's life. He can't let her die. Not again. That goddamn Picard killed her the first time. So they got Sisko's attention with a picture of Jennifer. An old photograph picture, mind you. Oh, there's some candles. Oh, we're on, we see the attendant, Mirakira, with some random dude and some random woman. and a Vulcan there just like fanning her or something. Mr. Garrick said you wanted to see me. Jennifer comes in. I bet this woman didn't think she'd ever come back to the show after she played the wife that died in the first episode. She said, if you're asking when it's going to be done, it's as soon as possible. She knows. She has to get back to work. Kira has news of her husband. She said, nothing you can tell me about Ben would interest me. She hasn't seen him in 5 years. She said, oh, good, then maybe it'll make it easier for you. He's dead. Benjamin is dead. She's like, can I go now? She doesn't give a shit. Says, you must have loved him very much to be so angry with him. Come so cold. She asks where other Terrans killed with him. Kira says, a whole shipful. And Jennifer says, all the killing has to stop. Kira says, it will as soon as you complete this transspectral analysis. They'll be able to locate all the bases and put an end to the bloodshed. That guy's hand is uncomfortably close to her, breastises. I don't know what she just said. So, in the mirror universe, the rebellion uses the Badlands. In the real universe, the Maquis use the Badlands. She knew Sisko was leading the rebellion. Captain really didn't get along with anyone. Some people think they're better off without him. Don't get me wrong, Captain would put up a fight, but that's all he'd know. He knew how to fight. It's like, you don't look very confident. You have to call him Smiley. Okay, Smiley. Really? You don't give any other backstory? He just wishes there was more time to get ready. He hasn't told him half what he needs to know. Hope he doesn't run into too many surprises. He says if he does, he'll just have to improvise. It's Mira Bashir. I told Sisko he'd never get close to Terak Noir. Ram. We threw everything we have at. Oh, it's Tuvok! They brought Tuvok in! Your Cardassian pigs didn't kill your brother. Mira Tuvok. Logic dictates caution in the face of superior enemy. Wait, why are the Vulcans on the side of the humans? We smuggle explosives aboard the station and detonate them. Thomas says, don't you remember this episode? I remember most of it. And Sisko comes in and says, does that mean you're volunteering for the job? And everybody's surprised he's alive. Like, Captain, you're alive. Of course, you can't kill the captain. I hope it doesn't disappoint anyone. He comes over to Bashir. He says, oh, of course I'm glad you're all right. I heard the fighter was destroyed. The Alliance said I was dead. You were dead. Just their propaganda machine. Kurdistani propaganda. You know what I know it means? They're scared. And everybody's laughing. Nobody's wondering about all the other people who were with him that are not alive. And Jadzia comes in. Well. It's about time he came back. Unfortunately, she's wearing a half-short Esri haircut. Oh, gives Sisko a big kiss, but not as passionate as the kiss she gives to that other woman, mind you. And she slaps him on the face, and that's for making her think that he's dead. And she's like, "Are you coming or not?" He says, "I thought you told me you were married." And he says, "Yeah, well, he is married. Technically, Jadzia is his mistress." And Sisko says, "I see what you mean about surprises." And Jadzia is really glad he's alive. "Yeah, you're gonna do this? You're gonna do this, Sisko?" Picard would find a way to weasel out of it. But he's not Picard. He's always wanted to do this. It can wait. And he's like, "You know what? It can wait. I suppose it can wait." Sisko's not stupid. He's not going to skip a little tryst with Jadzia, especially one that doesn't have the Dax symbiont. So Kira is yelling at Garrick. Bribes, torture. He's even give Overseer permission to execute workers. It's not getting the job done. Space Kissinger. Qapla says Vulcans would be more than likely have been split following Spock. I guess that's true. Yosef says Sisko had coitus with an old man. No. This Jadzia doesn't have a symbiont. So, random and unprovoked executions. Garrick says we hope her mood improves before we run out of workers. He's mentioned some ill humor on her part. It began about the time of Captain Sisko's death. She's like, "Why would she be upset by such delightful news?" He said he was under the impression she was rather fond of him. Garrick says he did have spirit. Kira says too much spirit. It could be dangerous. Tends to infect others. Garrick says at least that's something we won't have to worry about. Sisko dead and completion of the spectral sensor. The rebellion is certain to collapse. Kira says, "You seem very sure of yourself." He's like, "I'll remember that." The rebellion continues. And Dax has put all her clothes back on, much to our despise. Much to our chagrin. Josh reads his bird of prey. Ken will get DS9 episode where Smiley O'Brien asks for help with his ship as a copy of the Defiant after this one in the bird room. Can we get the DS9 episode? No, unfortunately, Joshua, it takes me some time to convert the episode to make it viewable in the screening room, so I wouldn't be able to do that. It would take I mean, I could probably do it in like 40 minutes, 40 minutes, but it's just, I have other things. I'll be eating dinner at that time, so I'm sorry. Space Kissinger says, "Have to not me, the UPN track, so no skin." Yeah. Although DS9 for me wasn't on UPN. Voyager was on UPN. Getting to Tarak Nakor using small fighters isn't going to work. We got to get there soon. Since we've been meaning to talk to you about that, Mr. Bashir is not convinced you can persuade your former mate to join our cause. He says, "I can be very persuasive." I don't know why we're bothering to discuss it. Cardassians destroyed your ship way before it got to Tarak Nor, and Miles says, "Hit him, that's what the captain would do." And so Sisko turns around and hits him. Across the table, mind you. What my wife thinks of me is none of your concern. And Jadzia pulls out a phaser and says, anyone else want to disagree with the captain? And tells her to put it away. And Bashir says, no one is questioning your authority, Captain. But we have to stop her before she finishes the sensor array. Ram says, there's only one sure way of doing that. We have to kill her. O'Brien says, you've been saying it all along. Maybe at time he listened. Jadzia says, killing her will be a lot easier. And O'Brien says, easier but not smarter. If she's that important to the Alliance, think of how important she could be to us. They could use a scientist on her side, their side. Sounds like O'Brien's the only one using his brain. Who knows what other weapons they're developing? Someone like Professor Sisko could counter anything they could come up with. He says, she's good. We need her. Robert Rose Jr. and Qapla says hello today. Bird will pray, mom will pray. It's sassy. So apparently the mirror universe hasn't had to deal with the Borg yet. That would appear correct. There's been no mention of the Borg in the mirror universe. Attendant Kira is getting another massage. It's Ram. How did Ram get to DS9? Sisko is alive. He was able to get off the ship before it exploded. Garrick says, I suppose it's possible. Ram says, it's more than possible. It's true. But he can handle it if she's interested. Goddamn Ram can't be trusted. Sisko tells O'Brien not to scratch behind his ear. Says he can't help it, it itches. It'll work, just stop scratching. Did you hit him pretty good back there? I don't think anybody suspected you weren't Captain Sisko. At least not once you hit Bashir. He's like, we know it's just a warm-up. Jennifer's the one he's got to convince. Seeing her is not going to be easy for him. Been 5 years. Rock Solid says, dear Bop, dear Bop, dear Bop. Oh, Anti-Trekker hates TOS, dear Bop. Anti-Trekker hates TOS, dear Bop. So they're trying to figure out what went wrong between the original Jennifer, this Jennifer, and Sisko. That this one came from a privileged Terran who cooperated with the Alliance, but this Sisko fought his way up from the mines. And what was your Jennifer like? The kindest, most caring person ever. O'Brien says he wouldn't get his hopes up. They're reading a slight energy distortion in subspace. It's coming from all around us. Klingon and Cardassian ships. He says, you know, Captain Sisko would try to fight his way out of this. He says, be glad I'm not him. And so they got brought back to Terok Nor. If it isn't the notorious Captain Sisko and his friend, the Tinkerer, and Sisko just kisses Kira. Oh, wow. Sisko's getting around this episode. First Jadzia, now Kira. Kira says, Kira's a little happy. Says she's still going to kill him. He says, maybe not right away. Don't flatter himself. Garrick says, please, attendant, let me teach him some manners. Yes, but first, what should we do with the Tinkerer? Thomas Potts' Bird of Prey. Funny how the last mirror episode they don't have a cloak. They're always fixing things, making things better. Everybody loved him for it, even her. But it wasn't enough for him. He couldn't be happy being what you had to be. You had to lash out. People have been good to you. Why? He wanted to be free. Free. You're a Terran. You were born a slave and he'll die a slave. Take him to ore processing. Remind him where he belongs. What about Sisko? Sisko says, take me to the attendant's quarters. She'll decide what to do. And Garrick says, of all the things. And then Kira says, do as he says. Really upsets Garrick. Garrick says, I demand. And Kira turns around and says, you? You demand? No. He says, you promised he'd be killed. She says, he will be when I say, not a moment before. I guess I'd wonder, how does Sisko know where her quarters are? Maybe it's the quarters he has on DS9, at the biggest quarters on the station. The only reason she can think to keep him alive is to infuriate Garrick. He says, what better reason do you need? He's like, suppose I let you off. What would she get in return? He says, what do you want? My loyalty, his loyalty. That's all she ever wanted. To be at her side. But she can't trust him again. Which means that she will have to dispose of him eventually. The question is, should it be sooner or later? Yes, does he get a vote? She said, of course you do. It just doesn't count. Kira gets a little serious and says she's going to think about it. And so Sisko says, you will let me know what you decide. And she gets back to playful. She wouldn't dream of keeping it a secret. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, Sisko is a he-ho. Confirmed. I've never heard of the term he-ho, but get around, and there's Jennifer. And he's like, hello, Ben. Very cold. So Jennifer tells Garrick to please leave them. And Garrick says, if you need anybody who beat him into submission, don't hesitate to call. Space Kissinger says, Kirk had much better zipper control. What did you want to see him about? He was hoping they could talk. That you never seemed interested in talking when we were married. You made a lot of mistakes, he says. She says, save the apologies. Not going to work. She's got a big Earth on her shirt, but it doesn't have the dagger through it. Never listen. I guess that was a sign of the Empire. Never listened to her before. He was busy trying to impress every woman that crossed his path. I don't know who this is.
Call from.
Hello?
Hi, this is Phil. Calling you.
He's playing pirate for the attendant. It's like, that's a good question. Why was he playing a pirate for the attendant? The rebellion of his, it's killing people. Do you know how many deaths you've caused? How much destruction? I'm fighting to help free our people. She's like, you're fighting because you like to fight. All you did was give the Alliance the excuse to treat the Terrans worse than before. She says, I just hope with your capture this will end peacefully. She says, he says, who said I've been captured? She says, oh, I suppose you came here just to see me. And Sisko says, actually, I came here to rescue you. Bah! Truth bomb. She's like, rescue me? She's like, I'm not going anywhere with you. He's like, but you can't stay here. Says, I got to finish my work. He's like, no, you can't finish your jerk. Well, if you finish that array, you'll destroy any hope of our people, freeing our people. She's like, no, once I show it, the fighting will end. He says, if the rebellion ends, we'll all be killed. Jennifer says, the rebellion's got to stop. It's killing too many people. It's like, they're your own people, Jennifer. It's like, you have no right to talk to me. Since when do you care about our people? You've never cared about our people before. So maybe I've changed in the past few years. How many times have you said that? Thomas Potts says, call them back. You might get a $100 gift card. Roxodds is Bird of Prey. If it's an IRS scammer, send me the number. I'll scam bait them. Yeah, Roxodds did a great scam baiting video yesterday. Check out his channel. Oh, that's not a scammer. That's from Mamo Prey. Roxodds says to Thomas, you must listen. Yeah, definitely, guys. If you haven't already, first off, if you haven't already, subscribe to Rock Solid. But assuming you're already subscribed and you haven't watched, check out his video from yesterday called Scam Baiting Live, or Live Scam Baiting. It's about 20-something minutes, and it's good. Roxodds is Bird of Prey. Tell them your real name is George Bancho. So Sisko and Jennifer are still trying to talk through. Sisko Prey's beeping in.
Hello?
Sisko's saying he's not the enemy, the Alliance is. Jennifer says the Alliance isn't her enemy.
Oh, he's vulnerable.
She says you might even be worse off. At least the other people know they're prisoners.
Tell Chicky I'll hold the right thing. No, let me.
Says the way Sisko sees it, freedom is a whole lot better than slavery. He puts his hand on her. He says, think about it.
Yeah, I'll call you back. But
Roxodds says Banchode equal MFer. I gotcha. I knew chode. Joseph says, Bird of Prey, I have not yet unsubscribed from Rock Solid. How can I do it? It's okay. It'll happen. It'll happen naturally on its own. YouTube will unsubscribe you automatically. So O'Brien is, of course, sneaking out of our processing. Finds a hole in the wall. Kind of looks a lot like the hole in the wall that Ducat had to go through. At least the panel did. In that episode where they're, not Ducat, Garrick. Oh, so now Sisko needs an answer. Are you coming or not? He attacked 2 Klingon guards. She says, do you have a choice? Says, of course you do. You can go back to your quarters and forget you ever spoke. It's up to you. She's like, all right, I'll come, but let's get one thing clear. I still hate you. Yeah, that's all it took to convince her. Terran, what are you doing down there? He's rerouting the sensor ADM processor. Intendant's orders. Puts a phaser to his back. I didn't get clearance for any repairs. O'Brien smacks him right in the face, knocks him out, says, you don't say. Now somebody else sees him. He shoots that person. The riot's breaking out. The Terran rebellion has begun. Whoever wants to get out of here, follow him. Fight like animals. Like they're going to airlock 7. There should be a ship there waiting before security systems reactivate. Get back. Do. Ah, double-barreled. Sisko don't take chances. If he could go this way to the... Oh, no. Jennifer's like, now what? He's like, I'll think of something. I shoot 2 guns at the same time. Twice the chance of hitting something. Somebody shooting from the other side. It's Smiley. Good work. He's the only problem. There's 30 more of them behind him. They better make it to the airlock. That was a good chance encounter. Uh-oh. Rom is hanging from the airlock. Something's telling him that's not part of the plan. Traitors. We better find another way out. Fall back. Random dude gets hit. They pull him back at least. That's the entire staff. Very clever. Have one of your own men betray you so you can get aboard the station? Certainly. Garrick is a little more cynical than she is. With a little persuasion, he told them everything. You might as well surrender. Smiley says, and if we surrender, she'll kill us. He says, maybe us, but not Jennifer. He says, Benjamin, you know how I hate to be kept waiting. And she sends some guards around the other way. She says, it's got a long way to bring you. I'm not going to leave without you. Smiley. How's far as ore processing? Time's up, Benjamin. Rock solid, I've lost 3 subs since uploading the anti-tracker video. Oof. Oh, I'm sorry, Rocks. Oh, they're gone. He always has to make things difficult. Quick Eric says it's one of his least endearing qualities. Pew, 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 pew. Smiley, seal the door. Easy for you to say. Maybe they should have done it while he was in there. Sisko tells Jennifer, I'm going to get you out of here, I promise. She believes him for some reason. Says, I don't know what you're up to, but there's no way out of this room except through the door. He says, don't worry. I just hope that your Terracnor was built by the same Cardassian that built his Terracnor. He's going to start the program, the uprising program, I think. Garrick says, this time, I hope you're not going to be so lenient on dear Mr. Sisko. She says, don't worry. So they're all standing, looking, all smug. Like, why aren't they shooting? He's like, Jennifer. Oh, I was so worried about you. But you're safe now. In fact, I can assure you, your husband will never annoy you again. She's like, actually, For the first time since I met him, he's not annoying me. In fact, he's making a lot of sense. Pity. Infected another one. So he can be very persuasive when he wants to be. I suppose you're not going to be finishing the sensor array. Yeah. We have no other scientists. We need humans to do all our science. Even though we built battleships and space stations. Jennifer says, I'm a Terran. And Kira says, keep her alive, kill the others. And Sisko says, that would be a mistake. She's like, the only mistake I made was keeping you alive. He's like, you're right. He's activated the station's self-destruct. It's like, unless he deactivates it, it's going to blow up in 9 minutes. He's like, there's no way you can know the station's deactivate code, self-destruct code. So he tells it, disengage self alpha 9175 blue. Nobody changed their password. Nobody changed their passwords. Sisko changed the password. She has 8 minutes and 30 seconds until they all die. Garrick says, don't listen to him. He's bluffing. She's like, he's not bluffing. He's not bluffing. How do you know? I know. I know. Give me the access code and I'll let you go. He's like, I'll give you the access code once my friends or I are safely away from the station. Do we have a deal? He's like, this isn't over, Benjamin. I'll hunt you down. I swear it. You're welcome to try. Too bad they don't have Mira Eddington. You only have like 7 minutes. You better get going. Right? It's not the time for a dramatic pause. It's going to take time to get to an airlock. And what's to say he's going to give her the code? I mean, I know he will, but she doesn't know it. Oh, so Jadzia and Jennifer were talking, and it says she's all yours. Dax tells them, oh, it is Dax. Holy shit, I didn't know that was Dax. I thought that was just Jadzia without a symbiont. So it is Dax. Maybe this Dax had a different, maybe there was no Curzon. She's like, start by telling me what happened to my husband. He's dead, isn't he? Like, I'm sorry. He says, don't be. But who are you? Really? He says, it's a long story. Ask Smiley. He can fill you in on the details. He seems like a good man. He does. Asks Jennifer what's she going to do now. She's like, I'm sure Smiley will find something to keep her busy. Josh Reed says, Bird of Prey, it's Esri. It's just Esri without in the future DS9 episode. Okay. Thank you. I honestly thought Jadzia didn't have a symbiont either. Will she see him again? He says, I don't know. They will. They will see her again. So will Jake. Because why not? So who's taking over to be leader of the rebels now? Take me home, Smiley. I think it got a little too easy to pass between the mirror universe. I mean, if they have the tech to just beam over anytime they want, why aren't rebels beaming over and like beaming whole starships back? Right? I mean, that would make life easier. Beaming in and like taking the blueprints for the entire Federation fleet and taking, equipment, beaming back. It's a little too convenient. As much as I enjoy Mirror Universe episodes, I think they made it a little too easy to get back and forth in DS9. Just a bit. But I still like it. Hey, being a Mirror Universe episode, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Space Kissinger says all the hero ship crews need to fix their transporters. Well, they need to do something to stop this from happening. Space Kissinger says these are the problems with not using the tech correctly. Commodore Ty is in the house. Says hello all. Qapla, Commodore Ty. Just got in at the end of the episode. Elihu Qapla says with the running on DS9, I'm surprised no one has got their foot trapped in the hole the sprocket goes into when the doors are sealed. Yeah, the other thing that's not so safe in DS9 is the turbo lift that leaves the ops, that leaves the bridge, right? If you have your hand out and that turbo lift goes down, bye arm or hand, unless there's some type of automatic braking system that would stop it from happening. But yeah, there's a lot of, it was Cardassian designed, and I guess Cardassians don't really care too much about, safety. If you're stupid enough to put your foot in a closing door, then I guess you deserve to lose your foot. That's the Cardassian way. Right? If you're stupid enough to put your arm out during a turbo lift, then you lose your arm. Yeah, open turbo lift. Josh Street says Bird of Prey, but we don't find that one until the third episode with the Mirror Universe. Yeah. Joseph says Roxanne, hide it. It's not worth it. Oh, the anti-tracker video? Well, at this point, probably whatever damage was going to be done has already been done, but it's up to you. Because the people are going to watch it if they're going to follow it from an email. Maybe maybe make it unlisted. I don't know. Roxanne is going to watch it for an hour. Thomas says, I highly doubt people are unsubbing over that video. I doubt it too, but I can't. I mean, who can say for sure? Who can say for sure? Oh, well. So next week is episode 20. Can you believe we're at episode 20 of the third season already? Improbable Cause, which is... let's see, what's going on in Probable Cause? Oh, it's the episode where Bashir tells Garrick the story of the boy who cried wolf. And Garrick comes up with the real lesson. Never tell the same lie twice. The entire episode is figuring out Garrick. Oh, Garrick and his... yes. Next week is a great episode. Awesome. And then after that, the die is cast. That's another great episode. Yeah, we're in good. We got good 2021. Explorers, I don't know about that. Family Business, Shakar, Facets, and The Adversary will end the season. 26 episodes. We are 6 weeks away from going to ending this season. And season 4, holy shit, we are 6 weeks away from ending season 3, 7 weeks away from beginning season 4, and we know how season 4 begins. Worf comes in. So, Way of the Warrior, oh, I'll probably have to do that as a double feature. It is, in fact, it is a double feature. It's not even designed. So, Way of the Warrior is going to be season 4. We're going to do the 2-parter. We're going to do it as one 90 plus minute, 90. Yeah. 45. Yeah, one like 90-minute movie almost. That's going to be fun. So that's just it's a 7 weeks out. Can't wait for it. And after that, like every fucking episode, excuse my French, every episode from season 4 on is like a 7 or higher. It's just freaking amazing. Thomas Potts is technically it's a 2-parter. Yes, it is. It is. Joseph says it's a double feature, indeed. And Joseph says it's my favorite DS9 episode. Oh, they're all my favorites when we get to season 4. So, guys, with that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for the super chats and the donations. Tonight, here's the plan. I'm going to set Alexa to wake me up at 2 a.m., which is 11 p.m. Pacific. Picard episodes used to drop at 11 p.m. Pacific, even though they were technically supposed to go at midnight Pacific. They were found in practice, they would usually end up coming up between 11 and 11:05. So if the episode comes up at 11, I'll watch it. Anti-Trekker is going to watch it. And then he has invited me to come on to his stream, and we can, like by Skype or something, and we can talk about the episode right after it airs. If it doesn't air at 2 a.m. my time, then we'll go on to somebody who's be streaming, Jedi Bill or DJ or whoever's streaming tonight. I'll go on their stream and I will wait until they release it. Presumably, if they don't release it in a couple hours, then I guess I will try to go back to sleep because maybe they're not going to release it till later tomorrow night. But my guess is they're releasing it at between 11 p.m. and midnight Pacific. So sometime between 2 and 3 p.m., I imagine they will release 2 and 3 a.m. Eastern. They should release the episode. We should watch it. And then sometime between 2:30 and 3:30 a.m. Eastern, Anti-Trekker will go live. We'll talk about the episode. And then, we'll get some, I don't know what he'll do. He'll probably go right in and do his review. I'll try to get some sleep and then do my review of the episode. Hopefully, I can get the review out for tomorrow night. That's my plan. Worst case is never, but worst practical case, hopefully Friday morning, but I'm going to really try to get the review out for tomorrow night for Lower Decks. I have hopes. I have decently high hopes. I don't want to say I've got high hopes because high hopes, I'll be let down too hard. I have marginally high hopes for Kurtzman Trek. Okay, I don't have high hopes like I did for Voyager, right? Or Enterprise. Those were shows I had high hopes for. My hopes are not nearly that high anymore. I just want something that doesn't suck. Give me Trek that doesn't suck, and I'll be happy. So we'll see. We are, maybe 6 hours away, maybe 9 hours away from knowing if Lower Decks, or at least getting a good idea of Lower Decks, is going to be an utter failure, or mediocre trek or good. So we'll see. Joseph says, call me Jack Sparrow. Yeah, that's fine. Thomas says, did anyone say they will stream it as it airs, like DJ did Picard? I've not heard anyone mention that, Thomas. Thomas is Bird of Prey, breaking news. New York governor declares state of emergency and activates National Guard because of the hurricane. Well, I'll be honest, considering all the damage, I mean, I guess why not? I mean, it's just free money. It's just free money to activate a state of emergency. Rock's Odds is Bird of Prey's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. Apple pie in the sky hopes. Yes. Space Kissinger says, I'm on enough medication to be high, but I'm not that high. Yeah, so that's the plan for this evening. Hope you guys enjoy it. I hope to see you tonight and tomorrow. Probably no stream tomorrow. If we do open lines, maybe we'll do an open line, but I'm not promising a stream tomorrow because of I'll probably be working on the video, and also Nephew O'Prey might be coming for a visit. So I do have to say that I don't count on an open line stream tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Qapla, take care. Bird out. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check If
out
he's
Bird
here
O'
rock
Prey
solid,
5.com,
I'll try.
The new home of everything Bird O' Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdO'Prey5 or on BirdO'Prey5.com. Take care.